Sommelier says. I'm Tim Robertson, your sommelier. Today is the third installment of our Coravin wine axis system experiment. We are 66 days into this experiment since we first drew some wine from a couple bottles, and now we're going to go back and revisit those two wines once again. This experiment again is about the Coravin wine axis system. It's available from www.coravin.com. It's not cheap. It runs about $300 a unit. So if you're a serious wine drinker, I would recommend getting it if you like what you see here. Okay? So the wines we're doing, the first wine is a Chateau Montelena 2012 Riesling from Potter Valley. And what I've done every time after we've drawn the wine from the Coravin out of the bottle, I've put a little white napkin on here to look to see if there's any leakage involved while the wine is being stored horizontally in my wine cellar. So let's take a look at this wine before we start. I see no evidence of any white wine leakage on the napkin at all. It looks very clean. Nothing available at all. And as you see, I still have the foil on the top of the bottle as well. So we're going to take the Coravin. We're going to attach it to the bottle. Slide the needle in. And let's examine this beautiful Riesling. Shot, clear it out. So let's look at the wine. It again is very clear, and I think I noted last time that the wine does have some bubbles in it, but that's probably from the gas being injected from the Coravin into the bottle. The color is still very clean and fresh, bright and vibrant. Now the smell. Still very clean, very sharp. I get some fruit notes, a little apple flavor, pear notes. Now let's have a taste. It's a delicious wine. I still don't see any changes in the wine at all. Slightly acidic, which is where it should be. It's a nice wine. And there is no evidence of any oxidation in this white wine from using the Coravin after 66 days. So let's cover this one back up. Another napkin. Okay, and we'll store that again for another month or so in my wine cellar, and we'll come back and check this wine again. The red wine we're looking at is a Gurgitch Hills Estate 2009 Napa Valley Merlot. Okay, let's remove the napkin from this one. And there is some evidence, I think we saw this last time too. You see that little pinkish on the napkin, okay, where the wine might have leaked out, but once again, I'm thinking it could have been wine that when I removed the needle, it might have been trapped underneath the foil. Okay, when I turned on its side, it leaked out, but we'll wipe it down really good after doing this test on this one here. So let's, again, attach the Coravin. The wine glass. Take a shot of our wine. So the color of the wine is still very bright. Looks nice for 2009. Beautiful color. Examine the nose. Very clean, very fresh. And let's examine the taste. It's a beautiful wine. Yeah, I see no evidence at all of oxidation in this wine. It tastes exactly like it did the very first time I tried it 66 days ago. No changes at all in the wine. So far, we don't see any evidence of oxidation in either bottle. So we will take our napkin and let me wipe this down really well. Yeah, when I wiped it, there was a little residue of the wine left on there. So let's wipe this one down even better. Okay. Take a clean napkin, put it on top, and have it ready for the next time. We will now store these two bottles horizontally in my temperature-controlled wine cellar until next time. One thing I have noticed with the Coravin, I use it a lot, and what I'll end up doing if I want to sample some wine or have just a glass of wine in the beginning of an evening with dinner, I'll use the Coravin on the glass, and then maybe later in the evening I want another glass, and I will use the Coravin on the same bottle until I have 3/4 of the bottle empty. And I'll end up just using a corkscrew and open it. So that's one of the pitfalls of having this device too. You are tasting some very nice wines in your cellar usually with it, and you end up drinking a bottle when you intended to only have a glass. So that's a word of caution there. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm Tim Robertson. Until next time, cheers.